I'll let you know if the
Nice.
public can see us.
Okay, perfect. I think we're live. I
No.
think. Everyone in the chat, let us know if you can see us, but I'm pretty sure we are live and on air.
You need one of those on-air signs in the back,
I
like
do.
some of the
I do.
podcasts have.
Yes, I do. I need like a neon. I feel like I need a better setup. I was thinking lately about actually flipping my desk so I could have like my wall behind me, but
Mm.
I feel like it might take a lot of finagling with like outlets and things. So I don't know, but I'm definitely jealous of your setup. I feel like you have the perfect setup for live streaming.
It's blank. It's nice. It has some wood tones, but it's boring. I feel like I need to spruce it up, but
Oh,
it
I
works.
love it. No, I love it so much. All right. Well, DW, do you care to introduce yourself to all the lovely people in the chat? And as you do that, I can click through and just pull up some of the hellos, if that's
Okay, I would
okay.
love to. Yes,
Okay.
thanks again for having me. I'm so
Of
excited. Um,
course.
okay, so everyone, I am DW. My handle on YouTube is written by DW. I would love to say I make videos on a regular basis, but I don't. I made like two videos back, I guess, way earlier this year, like maybe January and February. And I have been somewhat streaming since like maybe April. So I just have not been in the mood to do vlogs, but I've been writing. I am working on a middle grade sci-fi book. It's got lots of aliens. My hook is Goonies meets Men in Black. That's sort of actually changing just a little bit. I have a new comp, but I'm trying to see if that's the right comp. So, but yeah, that's what I've been doing ever since, and it's been a slow process, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And I totally relate to the whole, like, I personally feel it's so much harder to keep up with vlogs than it is live streams.
Yes. Yes.
Honestly. I don't
Yeah.
know how people do it.
I don't either. Like Cody is a mad genius. I feel like he's stopped doing vlogs as much, but I feel like he'll pick it up as soon as this 90-day challenge is over.
Oh, yeah.
Um, he can do it all.
Oh, 100%. And there's
Mhm.
also people like I think, yeah, Taylor also, I think, is doing almost like daily vlogs or something, which that's superhuman. I could
Yeah,
never.
yes.
Um,
You say superhuman. I love Taylor. I say it's psychotic. Okay.
Taylor is a little psychotic in the best way, in the
In the
absolute
best way.
best way.
He is like
Yes.
one of the nicest people. So I can say that with love, but that is wild that she is doing that.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. 100%. All right. So, guys, our plan today is we are doing a little collab. So, just so you know, we are going to stream on this channel for the next, 26 or hour 20. Whatever. Okay, till 8 o'clock. It's 6:30 our time, roughly. At 8 o'clock, we will switch over to Blacklisted. Okay, so keep the party going. You know what to do. Follow us over
Yeah.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
I think it's all linked down in the description too, so there's no excuses. You should be able to find it, everybody. All right, so we expect to see you over there. But the plan is on the front end, since this is my first time with DW one-on-one, I would love to do some like gabbing, okay? Just a little bit. Just an eensy weensy bit before we spin the wheel.
Yeah.
So I have some cards that I use for like my happy hour streams, and I thought maybe we could break those out because it's just a good way to kind of like get to know you a little better. So I have ones with writing topics, and then I have ones that are just like kind of goofier questions. Which
Okay.
deck would you like to start with or use?
Okay, so I'm really a goofy person, so let's do that first. Let's warm
Okay.
it up, and then we can get into like the writing questions, which makes me so nervous, but I'm a writer, so I can answer them.
You totally got this, DW. I promise. I would never set you up for anything too intense. They're all fairly light, so no worries.
Yeah.
And I love the goofy ones, so I'm actually super relieved that you're down to do those. And I will actually get rid of these like after we pull up each question, just so they're not blocking us. But just so I can keep pulling up the chat, I didn't want to put them down too low. Hi, Mateo. Sorry you can't stick around, but we're happy to see you. Yes, Taylor's vlogs are incredible. I love how Serena gave us a little salute. She's like, I'm on it. Also, Christina said fun. It's like bar hopping, but live hopping. 100%.
Exactly. Yes.
That's totally the idea. Oh, and Miley said, I see. I love that. I'm so excited to get to watch both of you tonight. I love it too. I think it's a really cool concept. The idea of like stream hopping back to back.
Light reveal, she's going to be on my channel next stream. So in 2 weeks, Miley will be making another, I was about to say debut, but I feel like that's the first time, but she'll be making another visit to the channel.
Love Miley. Absolutely love Miley. You guys need to go. Well, do you have it up yet or no?
Not yet.
Okay, so keep your eyes on it, guys, because you're going to have to hit that notify me button to make sure you don't miss it. I feel like, have you noticed YouTube's been like weird lately about the notifications? Yeah, so make sure you guys hit the notify me button, add it to your calendars. That's what I've started doing. If I notice a live that I don't want to miss, I like will put it in my calendar just to be safe. All right, so let's get to the important stuff. Let's get to the questions. Okay, so DW, you get to pick a card, any card. Oh, and just so you know, the question's going to show up very like tiny. I'll read it out for you.
Okay, that works. Let's do the middle one.
Okay. If you could attend a dinner with any celebrity, living or dead, who would you choose? Also, just know I'm not, it's just one, but we are not going to hold you to this, right, chat? We're going to be forgiving. So it's just like in this moment, who comes to mind that you think would be really fun to have dinner with?
Okay. I guess because I'm obsessed with the show and she seems like about my age and she's had an interesting journey. Do you guys watch Abbott Elementary?
I love Abbott Elementary.
Okay, so Quinta Brunson is the creator slash, I think her character's name is Janine. I mean, I feel like I've grown up with her because she's been like a meme queen working with like BuzzFeed. So I haven't followed her career, but she's just been popping up all throughout my life for some reason. And she seems just like a really cool, down home type of girl. So I would just like to hang out with her. I feel like she would talk about like music. I want to hear how she like got this Abbott Elementary gig. Like, I mean, it's changed her life for the better.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
Yeah, she would be pretty cool. Yeah.
No, that's a great answer. People have some interesting opinions in the chat. So a lot of people agree with you too that Quita's great, right? But we have, Christopher Walken from Ian. Anna Robbins said Keke Palmer.
Okay,
which
that's tough.
Are you regretting your answer now?
I am only for one reason, and I hate to do this in the chat, but I will let you know, Evelyn, why after.
Okay.
It's a valid reason why, but I'll let you know after. I know, chat, I'm so sorry. But yes, there's a legit reason why.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the tea.
I know.
Listen, chat, you got to join live streams to get the tea. That's just how it is. Some of y'all that say you've been nervous to join live streams, this is where you get the tea. I'm just saying. Oh, Felicity said Tolkien. That'd be good too. Miley said Billie Eilish because she wants to swap Tourette stories, which I could see that being like very healing. Oh, Margot said Da Vinci.
Ooh, okay. Y'all are so serious, and I love this because y'all would like come out like a new inspired person, and I'm just like, hey, send me some music recs or.
No, I love it. No, I love it. And someone else who said, Alex Ossie said Robin Williams. And I feel like that would be a good one too. I love Robin Williams. Mrs. Doubtfire is like one of my favorite comfort movies. Scarlett Johansson or Kelly Clarkson. That's what Iz said. There's some interesting ones in here. I will say my answer. I have a go-to answer for this question that I always use because I feel like this question comes up a lot, even with like just icebreakers at work and stuff when you do that. But I always say Julie Andrews. Like, I love Julie Andrews. She's just so like classy, but also really a bit of like a feminist under the radar. Like you would never know it, you know, but I like her energy.
And she's been around the industry for so long. I'm sure she could like tell you who's like really nice, who's like not so nice, who's great actor. She'd have the tea on the acting.
100%. 100%.
Mhm.
All right. Let's do a writing one now, actually. And then maybe we can break these out. Listen, I'm hoping that the wheel grants us a short sprint so that we can yap and do a whole
Yeah.
lot more of these after the sprint. I'm just
Yes.
playing it safe in case we get smacked with like a 1 hour. Because like last night on Twitch, we got, oh my gosh, we got like 2 45s in a row, then a 50, and then a 40, I think, or something. It was like all high numbers. So I'm hoping today it'll give us low numbers.
How long were you streaming yesterday?
At least 4 hours. I don't
Oh my-
remember, but it was, it was a hot minute.
Everyone's like, I blacked out midstream. I was just at it.
Yeah.
I was going.
Yeah, it really does kind of like all blend together after a while. Once you hit a groove, like, it just kind of flies by. Okay. But I do want to do at least one writing question too before we spin the wheel. All right. So now you get to pick another card, DW.
Okay, is my left the same as your left? We'll see.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Well, I think either way, I'm gonna pick the card on your end of the screen.
Okay.
Which is opposite
This
of what
one,
I'm-
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this one, I don't know if this will be a good one for us or not. Okay. Because I've never published. Have you published before? Okay. Let's do another one, because this one is how do you deal with bad reviews, which like neither of us have had that yet. So let's refresh. All right. You want the same one again? Because it'll generate a new question. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. When in the process do you first start sharing your work with others?
Okay, so I am actually horrible at it, and I will change that next year.
It's going to be your New Year's resolution.
Yes. So I have only shared it with 2 people so far. One of my very close friends that I've been knowing for like 10 years now.
Okay.
And then my aunt. And my aunt, for reasons like she has young kids, so I feel like she would have a good idea of if this is something her kids would read, or my cousins. But that time, the last time I shared, it was the very first draft that I ever wrote, because I was so excited. But I haven't really shared like a legit amount of writing since. I've shared snippets, but not the whole draft. So I feel like I do have to feel confident about what I'm writing. I'm not someone who can share, how should I put this? Something that's not polished. And I think that's what I want to work on, because I don't think it has to be polished for you to share it, especially to get like good feedback, especially from people that you know and love. They're going to like not give you bad advice. So you should feel comfortable doing that, but I haven't yet.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I'm actually very similar to you, DW, like on this. I think the only person that has actually read my writing is Miley for Miley Storytime. That's the only person I've ever shared with. And I'm really glad I did that. I trust Miley very much with that in a weird, like, it's so weird because Miley and I have broken the ice. We've gotten to know each other a little bit, but it's not like we've known each other for years or anything. But there was just something about Miley's energy where she was like, I was in the story time and she was like, you can trust me. Like, I promise I'm not setting you up for failure and stuff. And I was just like, send. And I don't regret it at all. It was so great. So scary, but so great at the same time. So I think Miley's the only one. And she has my first chapter and then like a portion of my second chapter. But I'm with you on like, I don't know if you saw Brielle's video. It was like a while ago where she had a bit of a, and she called it this. So I'm not calling it this, but she had like a bit of a crash out and she was like, I wish I had shared my story sooner, like even just in the outlining phase, because once she did share it with someone, they kind of pointed out a lot of like plot holes and things. And then she ended up having to like completely rewrite the book. And that's, do you ever think about that? Like that scares the bejesus out of me that I'm going to finish the whole thing, think it's great, share it with someone finally at last. And they're going to be like, well, but how does this happen? Like, where did this come from? And then you're like, oh, I didn't think you would ask that, like, so it is, it's such a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah. It's like you want to share your work, something that you're super proud of, as far as even like having like I call it flowery sort of like verbiage. But maybe that's a stage too late, for certain situations like that. But Yeah, I will find. I already have a couple of people. Like, I know that my story would be safe in your hands. I know that any of my Blacklisted crew would love to read it.
Yeah.
Ash is a fantastic beta reader. So
Oh,
there are people that I know would do well with protecting that sort of like moment, but it's still a band-aid I've yet to sort of like rip off.
I think it's scary, especially, are you a perfectionist? You strike me as a
I
bit
am,
of a, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm the same way. And I think that makes it harder when you're just like, if you don't like it, you jump immediately to like, I got to scrap the whole thing, you know?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah. Makes it even scarier. Someone
Mhm.
else did say Maggie Smith, which I think is a
Yes.
great dinner guest, or potential dinner
Okay,
guest as well.
I feel bad. Is she still alive?
No. And let me tell you a story about that.
Okay. Okay.
I printed off, because I've sent fan mail a couple times in my life,
Mhm.
and I printed off a photo, literally, no joke, hand to goodness, 3 days before she passed. I printed off an 8x10 and I was like, I'm going to mail it to her with a really nice letter and see if I can get an
Uh-huh.
autograph because I know she's getting up there. And like, that's what I would just love to get her autograph. And then my friend came over to visit and she was like, did you see the news? Maggie Smith died. And my jaw dropped and I walked over to my shelf and pulled out the little like Walgreens envelope with the picture in it and had to pull it out and show it to her just to prove like how close I was to,
Yes.
killer.
That is wild. But yes, that would have been honestly one of the perfect celebrities to do it. I love
Yeah.
her. Obviously, through the series that should not be named, even though I'm still like a fan.
Yes. I
Very
am
classic.
too. It's so hard, but yeah, I agree with you. Like, yeah, I try not
But
to. But yeah, I think she'd be a good one too. You know how you were like Julie Andrews would spill the tea? I feel like she would spill the tea.
yes, absolutely. Have you seen, I don't know if it's a documentary or like a series of interviews, but um, her, Julie Dench, and the lady from the last movie that's in my mind is from Dennis the Menace,
Mm,
the woman, not the mother, but like the neighbor. But
I
it's
know it.
three sort of elderly ladies who are actually friends in person, and they weren't spilling the tea, but they were just like you could tell that they knew each other and probably did behind the scenes. But it
Hmm.
was just I think it was like a documentary or something like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I never saw like the full thing, but I know what you're talking about because I saw it on like shorts, like on reels. I saw a lot of like clips of it.
Yeah.
They're in like a countryside house or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Ari's here. Hi, Ari. um, and poor Tanya, I have to say, Tanya said, wait, why do live streams not auto start? I missed the first 15 minutes. And I have to give Tanya her flowers because I think she was the first one in our chat. So I do just want to say, like, we appreciate you, Tanya, and no worries. I'm sorry that happened. I run into
Yeah.
that too sometimes. You have to like refresh to catch it. All right. That being said, we're not sticking to my plan very well because we're already 4 minutes over. That's okay. It's all good. But we're going to go ahead and head over to the wheel, if that's okay with everyone, and take it for a spin. Now, you all know the drill, everybody. Okay?
Mhm.
You know what to do. You got to drop your guesses in the chat. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we're going to spam the chat with gold stars in their honor. Okay? All right. Let's pop over. Okay.
I don't know why this made me so nervous.
It is stressful, isn't it? I don't know. It's like, duh, duh, duh.
Uh,
Just wait till you do Wheel of Doom. Let me tell you.
my gosh, I've seen a couple streams of those, and I'm just like, how do y'all set your mind up for that range of time? It's wild.
Well, you know what's funny too is when I did my last group one, and it was Brielle, Sarah Jane, and Taylor. They thought that there was a 4-hour like
Ooh.
sliver, and I was like, no, but maybe in the new year, like they gave me an idea. Also, that is part of the live stream questionnaire down in the description is how long of a sprint would you realistically tune in for? So if you haven't done the description, haven't done the questionnaire, it's down in the description with a big green check mark. If you have a minute during the stream, check it out. But all right, Sarita said, do the 4-hour at Evelyn.
But like
Listen,
kudos to them for still signing up to do the stream, knowing that was an option or thinking that was an
I know.
option.
I was shocked when they started saying that. I was like, why did you guys agree to do this? Thinking that was a
Yes.
thing. But yeah, I appreciated them even more in that moment for sure. All right, let's go ahead and take our wheel for a spin.
Let's do it.
Oh my God, thank God. Okay, Wheel of Doom is not in play. Everyone, just know Wheel of Doom. I should have said this at the beginning. I told DW before the stream started, though, didn't I, DW? I'm not fibbing. Okay,
Yes.
Wheel of Doom is not in play. Okay, everyone? Because it's a guest stream and we have plans, we have a schedule. We are not doing Wheel of Doom. So just ignore that.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
imagine after all that talk we just had about it?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. We're going to spin
Oh my
again
God.
right away. I'm not even giving this.
Yeah.
I don't even like having it on the screen. It's freaking me out. Okay.
I'm
Moving
sorry,
on.
Felicity.
Oh my God. Yeah, Felicity, why is it not in play? I'm sure there are people that are genuinely bummed. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But no, we have a schedule. We had a plan. We're sticking to it. All right, let's go again. Maybe if we spin fast, it'll give us like the opposite end of the spectrum and we'll get a 20. Okay, 35. Cute.
All right.
See,
That was
that
cute.
we can work with. I thought it was
Yes.
going to hit Wheel of Doom a second time in a row there for a minute. I'm not going to lie, because that has happened to me before where it hit twice in a
Look,
row.
Evelyn, for you, I would have canceled all plans. I would have said, let's commit. This is my first stream on your channel. I've said, let's do it. I
Oh
would
my
have done it.
God, you're such a superstar, DW, for even like saying you would do that. But I would never do that to you, like unprepared, I promise. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me pop us back over here. But 35 is cute. And then that gives us time to gab on the other end, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's see who got it too before I flip back over. Okay,
think
Jeannie got it.
Mhm.
Jeannie might be the only one who got it. Ari was close with 30.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
was
I think she
Alex. Yeah. Nope. I think Jeannie was the only one who got it. So that's awesome.
Mhm.
Okay. So go ahead and spam the chat with stars, guys. You know what to do in Jeannie's honor. All right. And I'll take us back over and get 35 queued up for us.
Perfect. What are you going to be working on?
Oh, that's a good question. We are here to write. I am majorly dropping the host ball. I am gonna still be working on my chapter 15. I am making good headway. I'm already through the first quarter of the chapter and about halfway through the second quarter. So if I could finish the second quarter, I'd be pretty happy. I don't know if that'll happen in like this sprint, but if I can finish that between the sprint on this channel and like the sprint on your channel on Blacklisted, I'll be content, you know?
Perfect.
So what will you be working on, DW?
So I changed the opening sequence about like 2 weeks ago. Sort of like setting up why my main character was or needed to get out of her current setup. And I'm trying to sprinkle that notion of her unhappiness in her initial setup throughout the first act and into the second, because I haven't really detailed the second act too much, but trying to layer in those feelings throughout the plot.
Got you. That's so much harder than I ever thought it was going to be. Like, I never thought about until I started actually like writing this story, because I had written before, but this is my first like full length story. And I didn't really realize how hard kind of like the pacing aspect would be, you know, like it really takes a lot of time to really do that strategically.
Yeah. Like, the emotional roller coaster throughout the book, like the highs and lows, like I'm genuinely like, or generally a happy person consistently. So like for my character to really go through it, it's like aching my heart. I'm just like, okay, I don't like when I go through it. I don't like when my friends go through it, but I have to put you through hell in this period. And it's like crushing me at different types because she's, the main relationship in this book is uncle and niece, which is similar to my relationship. And so I'm like, okay, my niece, I'm gonna have to put you through pretty much crap. But yeah, it's a cute relationship. He's a fun gunkle.
Oh, I love this so much. Oh my gosh. I love that.
Yeah. I feel like it's a relationship I haven't seen too often.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like racking my brain, kind of going like, I haven't heard that dynamic very often.
Yeah, especially in like
that.
a sci-fi adventure.
Yeah. And I love that you said yours is middle grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's so important because like so many kids grow up in like, you know, what's the word? Not atomic. Is it called atomic family where it's like the traditional? What do
nuclear.
Nuclear. I
Yeah.
think you're right. But like, just, I guess their families are set up so differently, you know? And like, it's cool to see that in a story and being like normalized, you know? Because as a child reading that, if you're in that scenario, like how cool. Because let me tell you, when I taught dance, there were some kids that came from like less traditional families, right? And it was interesting to see how they kind of would navigate that growing up. Like, and I do think there needs to be more conversations and more like encouragement around like not all families are the same and that's okay. You know?
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like it's so strange or like odd every time I see like an atypical family, whether like it's a grandparents raising the kids or something like that. But yeah, I love it when I see it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. I don't know what is happening in the chat. I just looked over. They're talking about Werthers, what is Werthers?
You don't know what Werthers are?
No, what is?
Okay, hopefully we're talking about the same thing, but they're like these caramel-esque, I don't even know if they're real caramel, but caramel little hard candies that like grandparents sort of often used to have like in their purses or their grandmothers or something. Just like mint stuff. But now I feel like everyone eats them, but that's how I sort of know that my grandmother always used to have like 2 or 3 in her purse.
Oh my gosh, I am not hip to the Werthers like trend. And it's been happening for a while, I guess, because look at this. People know all about it.
Yes. Okay, I got a cosign. Sarita says grandparents still have them.
Yes. Yes, she did. She came to back you up. Oh, she said my nan does. And then Miley backs you up too. Werthers are very much grandparent candy. Sarita says her dad has it too. Or has them too. They must be very... I'm going to have to look the next time I'm in the grocery store for Werthers.
Well, now I'm trying to figure out if it's a regional thing, but I know Sarita is from New Zealand, but she lives in Canada, so I don't think it's a Southern thing for her.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's a popular thing. How'd you miss it, I wonder?
I don't know. I have no idea. And look, Peyton says, I have a jar filled with them. Savannah says, my grandma does too. What?
Yep. Yep. Do you have like a candy that was sort of like old school that you don't eat as much anymore? Like, I'm wondering if there was another in your family.
Really. Like, the only thing I can think of is I had a grandpa who used to like these like chocolate. They were almost like chocolate discs that had white and rainbow sprinkles on top. But that's like the only thing I can think of. Or you know what? My dad used to eat these things that were like cinnamon. Almost like cinnamon jawbreakers, but I can't remember what they were called.
Like the hot one, like red one?
Yeah, and they were like super hot. I can't remember. I think they're called cinnamon something, maybe.
I think I know them as fireballs. I think
maybe.
So. But
you might be right.
Okay.
When you say fireball, though, I'm thinking fireball whiskey or whatever it's called. Is that the
that's the thing? I think they might be the same thing because I knew them as a kid as fireballs, and then obviously when I grew up, they have the fireball shots. Yeah. I don't know if they're the same brand, but they're the same flavor, if that helps.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. And then I will say back in the day, I used to have Wonka bars before they like got rid of those. I loved Wonka bars when I was a kid.
I've never had them like officially Wonka bars.
I don't know if they even sell them anymore. I think they discontinued them when I was a kid, and it was really traumatic because that was like my favorite little like special treat. St. Raquel says, Wonka bars, I miss them. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't a fever dream or something. I'm like, I swear those existed. Oh, Peyton. I will say my brother eats these. One of my brothers loves these. The strawberry hard candies.
Yes.
You know these, DW?
With the soft sort of strawberry thing in the middle, or no? I wonder.
I've never had them. I just know they're like wrapped in a wrapper that looks like fake, like a strawberry on the outside,
Yeah,
I think.
that was another grandma coated candy that I love and I still love. I think it's probably been like 5 years since I've had one, but I love those.
What is, someone said humbugs. Felicity said humbugs.
I've never heard of that one.
I haven't
That one.
either. Sherbet lemons. See, Felicity's dropping all the European stuff, I think. I'm
I was
like,
about to say some Harry Potter coated stuff.
listen, her last name isn't Potter for nothing, okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
she's a fan, but not, she supports our, I think, our
Right.
stance and everything, but yeah, or understands it, right? Understands it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
But isn't
hard.
it is a password? Isn't it Dumbledore's
Mm-hmm.
password or something like
To
that? I don't know.
Dumbledore's yep office, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Okay, humbugs were a bit molasses tasting to me. Okay, we got to get into our sprint because I'm gonna sit here and gab with DW and the chat all night. You guys are so fun, but we got to do it. We got to write, guys. Okay, we got to be good little writers. We're gonna get to it. All right. Without another word, I believe in all of you. Okay, we have 35 minutes on the clock. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, and we are back. Apologies for that, DW. I forgot to tell you that you don't hear the alert, I don't think, through the... Perfect. You got it, okay. How did that go for you?
Going really well. I'm sprinkling in a lot more lore, also some of the emotions that we were talking about, but like I just got on a tangent of trying to figure out exactly what Tice's uncle is looking for in this sort of like Route 66 vibe city.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's sort of weird because I'm like, do I really like it? And I'm like, right now I do. We'll see if I like it tomorrow after I like think about it a little bit more. But I'm liking the sprinkles that I'm putting into this.
Nice. Glad to hear that. I feel like that's totally, again, the perfectionist like struggle too, where like it feels great in the moment and then you're like, oh, I need to rethink this. And, you know, I've done that too, where like I'll erase, like I think it was my chapter 8, I rewrote like 3 times on the first draft. And people started really drilling into me, people who had been writing much longer than me. They were like, your first draft, you just need to get it on paper and then you go back and change these things. And I feel a responsibility to be like, if you feel good about it in the moment, it's probably good, you know, like, yeah.
I will receive that. I will move along.
Take it with love and take it knowing that I have been given the exact same, like, advice. So that's why I'm relaying it over very similar stuff.
I'm taking it.
It went okay for me. I only got 231 words, which like I hate. Sometimes I'm the slowest writer. But I was navigating this scene where there's a lot of dialogue and basically my female main character, she's at this place that it's like a breakfast nook in the academy that they go to. And it's run by this lady, Winnie, who's like just this really sweet old lady. And anyways, she's just like very sweet, nurturing towards all the students and stuff as they come and get their breakfast each day. She kind of like checks in with them here and there and stuff. And so she's having a conversation with Jane, and then they get interrupted by the barkeep at the local like tavern or whatever, and his name's Foster. And so there's like a lot to kind of navigate. So I was like constantly, especially with his dialogue, I'm not a burly, tough, muscular, like barkeep. So
what? Evelyn, what?
Surprise! Shocker! And so I feel like that was kind of hard for me to write his dialogue and keep it realistic, but not cheesy. But also, he's like kind of keeping a little secret, a harmless secret, right? And so Winnie's starting to detect as he's talking that he might not be being super truthful with her. And so I had to kind of like you were talking about, you have to like fold that stuff in, and it is hard, like
it is,
to do it organically.
But I'm already loving the name Winnie. And that just the name itself already paints a full picture of who she is. And I'm just like, I want to be friends with her.
She's
like I was
so
totally the kid, even in like grad school, who was like friends with the librarian, because I'm just like, you're an interesting character, like personality too, like how you ended up to be like the librarian in like a school of architecture, like how
yeah.
But yeah, that's cool.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I just feel like these are older students. They're, you know, I think the range is from the range of my main characters' ages. They range from like 19 to I think 24 is my oldest. So they're young adults, you know, but they get sent into this academy that's very much like a military based academy. And I feel like the stakes are really high. And I just like the idea that someone there is giving them like a safe, more nurturing like space, as opposed to like the captains who are very like drill sergeants, you know? So yeah, I like Winnie, and then her husband. I'm like sharing so much in this moment, by the way, but her husband works there too at the academy, and his name is Tagus, and he is loosely based off of, did you ever see Atlantis?
Yes.
Okay.
The cartoon? Like
yes, the cartoon. Listen, that and Treasure Planet are so underrated.
Yes.
But he's very loosely based on the Cookie or whatever, who's like very country and kind of like rough around the edges, you know? So he's married to Winnie, and they're just this cute like older couple, and Tagus runs the cafeteria where everyone like goes to eat, and she runs like just the breakfast pastry, like nook coffee area, you know? And I just love them so much. They're like the sweet kind of warm people in the academy. So it's a fun time.
I love that.
But
please tell me the cook's cooking is better than the one in Atlantis.
It's way better. He's like Gordon Ramsay. That's like part of his, he's like way elite. And that's like part of his storyline is, I'm sharing way too much on this stream, but I'm going to share it. He develops this like really...
You're welcome, chat. You're welcome.
Yes. DW's bringing this out of me, you know? I feel like a fellow perfectionist. I feel like you'll understand me on like how deeply I've thought about this.
Yes.
But he develops a really close relationship with one student in particular. They develop almost like a mentor-mentee type of thing. And this student, you know, he's very muscular, and so everyone thinks like he'll naturally excel as more of a fighter, but he kind of lets Tagus know that he's always wanted to cook. And so Tagus takes him under his wing and starts like after hours kind of teaching him how to cook and like being really sweet with him and stuff, and like getting him to be a little softer and everything. And yeah, so Tagus, part of his story, part of the B story for him is like, eventually Novak, who's like his mentee, starts to think like Tagus is really good to be cooking at an academy in the middle of the desert. Like, why is he out here and not cooking in the main city of Zenethwin? Like, his food is incredible, you know? And so then we kind of get hints that there's more to Tagus's story and stuff. So yeah.
This is the detail that I love in stories, where it's just like, there's lore that maybe even isn't like critical to the main plot, but you, as a reader, you want to know this, or you don't know that you want to know this, but you're giving us that information, just like all little crumbs.
Yes.
Just knowing that like your characters are fully fledged, you know, beyond the main plot. They have their own backstory. They belong in the story, but like, you just want to know as much as you can. I love this.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. I tried to put lots of like little, not too many, but lots of little kind of like B plot storylines, because I just love that when there's a lot of depth to it, you know, and it's just kind of fun to wonder. And with him, you will kind of find out, but like, I almost feel like Tagus and Winnie way down the line could have their own like spin-off prequel type of thing, you know. Like I love the potential for that in characters, you know. Also, look, this is okay. I swear I was just scrolling through the chat and just happened to see this. Miley said, wait, I'm so obsessed with these two, Evelyn. Give me a whole side story of them. I'm just saying they totally could.
Look, if you want to do like a one-off little chapter, put it on Substack or your website after you publish, that would be cute.
It would be cute, right? Yes, I think it'd be so fun. Oh, also, Felicity did point out I did not do the trophy for, I think it was Jeannie who got the wheel. So we will do the trophy at the end of the stream, I think is what we'll do. To like cap off the stream, we can just rock out for the last couple, you know, seconds or whatnot. Also, if anyone is joining late, we are going to go to Blacklisted's channel at 8 o'clock. So in about 15 minutes, just under 15 minutes. So just so you know, there's an after party basically happening on Blacklisted, and we are going to do a whole nother sprint. So you have your orders, team. Okay. You have to follow us over there. All right.
You'll have time to like still be productive, but yes, we're going to be chatting it up Blacklisted style.
Yes. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. Yeah, I also, DW, I hope you know, I genuinely just spilled so much tea. Like more than I ever have, even off stream. Like Taylor's probably sitting here like, what the hell? We have FaceTime for like hours, and I haven't told her anywhere near. Like I'm always like, you gotta wait a while. But
let the people know I have been a fan of Evelyn's since I think her earlier streams. And
you are so sweet.
I remember the first time where I asked like it was like, it wasn't a deep question, but it was a prodding or probing question. And at that moment, you did let out some stuff, and I was like, okay, yes. One, I know the story is going to be good, but two, Evelyn wants to share some information. I just know she does, but she's reserving it like I do. And I'm like, I'm so happy that you're spilling the tea, of giving us a little bit of hints of how your story is. Once again, you're
Yes.
welcome, chat.
Yes.
I know what I'm doing. I'm kidding.
DW, listen, I feel like DW knows how to ask the right questions. And then I also feel like
Yes.
DW just, you have good energy, you know?
Oh,
Like, I feel
thanks.
comfortable, like, sharing because I know you're not going to be like, you know,
Right,
like
right.
side eye any of it. Not that I think
Those,
anyone would that I've ever streamed with before, but like you are
okay.
very calming. And I feel like I don't know. And again, on the perfectionist level too, I feel like
Mhm.
we are similar to where
Yeah.
I felt like I could share this stuff and you're not going to be like, whoa, you have way overthought that character, you know?
Yes.
So,
No,
oh
I
my
definitely
gosh.
think we have been on the same page since the very beginning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
So this
mm-hmm.
is another reason why I'm just like so happy to be like doing a live chat once again.
Yes, for sure. Also, Felicity hit 30K. So we have to do a dance party too, DW. I hate to do
Okay.
this to you on your first Evelyn
Girl,
stream,
what?
but we may
I
have to
love
make
to
it
dance
happen.
anytime.
Okay, as
So
long as
ready.
you're okay. Let me bring it over here. I should have like put these on here earlier.
Hmm.
Um okay. Oh, whoa, hold up. Not yet. We're
Okay.
not ready yet.
Okay. Okay.
We're not ready. Sorry. I like put it in here and I didn't realize it was going to pull it up right away. I have the trophy one too. Let me make sure. Okay.
Perfect.
Hold on. I moved this like way far down.
Chat, also let us know while you see us dancing, what is your go-to move? While we're dancing, we
Yes.
want to know. Okay.
Yes. That is, listen, like I said, DW knows the important questions, guys.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's do the dance party. We got to do it real quick
Okay.
for Felicity. All right. Ready? Here we
Hmm.
go. I like totally copy that, by the way, from they do that in the little GIF, and I always start with that because it's just a good starter. I don't know,
It
it's
is so
just
good.
very like Vogue, Madonna. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yes, I
oh
absolutely
look,
love it.
Anna actually said Vogue, Vogue, Vogue.
Yes.
It's exactly what it is. Oh my gosh. I
I
love
love it.
that you participated in that, DW. I have to tell you, I give you such props because I know
Thank
that
you.
can be like so nerve wracking. But it's so fun doing that with
Yes.
guests, you know, and with friends.
Yeah.
'Cause let me tell you, I do not stream by myself. I do it, but it's much more
I
fun with a
I
buddy.
saw it the first time. I'm like, literally, what is happening? And then literally watching you dance, I started to dance, but I'm like, okay, this is weird because no one's in this space. Like I'm just dancing with like a virtual Evelyn right now, but
Listen, it's a vibe.
it is. I'm a legit goofball. I will do whatever you want, girl. I'm having so much
Oh,
fun.
well, listen, next time maybe Wheel of Doom will be in play, you know, because we
I,
did land on it. The people were
we
probably
did.
so feeling so gypped. Because that's like so rare that we hit it. It's so funny that it would happen on a guest stream. Um,
Sorry,
oh my
y'all.
gosh. No, you're good. I told you coming into it that I
You did.
don't love doing that on guest streams either, just because, you know, because it takes so much time. I want to sit and gab and yap and like chat, you
Yes.
know? So can I ask, what chapter are you on, DW, in
So
your...
I'm technically on chapter 12 in my book. That's
Nice.
I'm doing like a 33 chapter outline,
Okay.
where like the three of the end is sort of like my denouement, like the settling of the story. The first 30 chapters are the real like typical layout of the chapters. So I added the three just to, it's almost like an epilogue where she's going back to her home in New York City, and you sort of like see a little bit of the mystery follow her back to her home.
Oh,
But you
cool.
don't get a full taste of what's to come. It's just like, okay, she's back in her normal space, but her normal space has changed because of what she's been through. Um, so yeah, I'm on chapter 12.
So is this a
And
standalone?
it's not a standalone,
Okay.
but I've been told through traditional publishing I guess, the grapevine of that I really should market it as like with standalone potential.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, like the idea for this first book is to wrap it up in a nice package, but I do leave some breadcrumbs that the mystery is still yet to truly be sort of like figured out.
Oh, see, I love this because I was just talking about this. I can't remember if it was on yesterday's stream or Tuesdays, but we were talking about like good cliffhangers. And how Brandon Sanderson in one of his lectures, he said he was like giving an example, right, of a good cliffhanger, like the difference. And he said, okay, let's say you have a found family like group, right? They've finished their adventure. They're all hanging out at like a safe, a house, right? One of their homes, and it's safe, and you think everything's all good. And then there's a knock at the door, and one of the girls goes to open the door, and like then the book cuts to black. It stops, right? He was like, that's an example of a bad cliffhanger. He was like, a good cliffhanger is the girl opens the door and it's like her father, who she thought had been dead for 50 years or something, and he just says like, hi, Sarah, or whatever, and then it cuts. And I'm just thinking about how you were saying, like, your FMC, it follows her back to New York, you said, right? And then there's like nuggets of this hint that like magic has, or what is it, magic has followed her?
It's kind of like science fiction elements, like an alien invasion is yet to be sort of wrapped up. Yes.
Oh my God, I love this so much. And see, that to me is a wonderful cliffhanger. Like, and this is probably exactly what you're talking about with like traditional. I don't know much about trad, pub, but I have heard the thing of like, it's good to say it can be a standalone or like go into a series. It's like a standalone with series potential, or however they, say it. But so I think you're probably spot on with that. Also, Peyton said, yes, aliens. And then she said, I need this book.
It's weird because not a lot of people talk about like their favorite book having alien characters, but I think there are a lot of sci-fi fans out there, so the more I talk about it, the more I'm like seeing comments like that. I'm like, okay, maybe there is a market to this that I'm not just making for myself, or like this book that I'm making for myself.
I think 100%. 100%. And then I would think, especially additionally with that middle grade like layer, forget about it. Like I think it's going to be a hit, because what kid doesn't want to believe in something like bigger out there,
Exactly. And I'm definitely writing it where like people my age can enjoy it. Like, believe me, I'm not writing a kid's book just for them. Like, I'm writing, it's sort of like I'm sure everyone knows Amblin Productions, like the Amblin production company that made some of our favorites. The Goonies was one, but also a few other like 90s movies. But their thoughts in making those movies were, this is an adventure film that just happens to be centered on kids, not a kid's adventure film. So like the stakes were real, their lives were at risk, there was legitimate danger, but it just had some whimsy or like humor to it that sort of kids could follow along,
could access it. Like it was accessible for them if they wanted to read it, but it's not necessarily geared. Okay. Gotcha. Exactly. Very cool. Kind of like, I haven't watched this in forever, and I know this is a movie, not a book, but almost like, wasn't Escape from Witch Mountain, was that was like aliens, right? And it was, centered around, there were kid characters, but I feel like that was something that was so accessible for like all ages, like adults enjoy that and kids. Yeah, totally. Okay. I'm on your wavelength now.
Perfect. Ian mentioned E.T. That was another one where, it was not written for kids, but it was a family fun event that just focused on kids or happened to have a main character.
So don't judge me, you and chat, but I've never seen E.T.
Wow.
I know. And I actually really like sci-fi. Like I really do. I'm a big dork at heart. Like I actually firmly believe in aliens. We got in a big debate about this, like, on one of my happy hour streams, I think a while back. But like, I've never seen ET. I feel like I'm way behind. I know. DW's like, if I had known, I would have never. No, I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. I'm joshing. But no, I have not seen it. I am way behind
Give us the background behind it. Were you avoiding it? Was it just a weird thing that you thought you weren't going to be interested in? Or did you just miss the wave? What happened
I
there?
think I missed the wave because,
Okay.
like, I think normally ET, okay, this is my take on it, right? I feel like people
Mhm.
are typically introduced to ET in childhood.
Yes,
Like, you know, and then you
absolutely.
grow up with it and you appreciate it in different ways as you grow up, right? But it also has this like nostalgia that sticks with you. And when
Yeah.
I was a kid, up through like probably first year of high school, I was in like die hard travel soccer. Like,
Oh, okay.
and when I tell you I had no time, like
Hmm.
my
That's fair.
movies from childhood are so minimal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like I think I just missed that wave of watching it as a kid and now I'm like,
Hmm.
is it too late? You know, but now hearing that like I may still appreciate or probably would still appreciate it as an adult, I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
I need to watch this like yesterday.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
I
adding
think,
it.
isn't, you should, I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Spielberg. So you know
Hmm.
it's like
Hmm.
a great director. Yeah, yeah. I think it's fair that you haven't seen it, so I'm not going to judge on that one. Because there has been like a large period of time between the first time I saw it and like sort of like recent viewings, but it's still it's very much a classic. Also, it's got Drew Barrymore
Oh, I
as
do
a
love Drew Barrymore.
her as like a what 6-year-old girl. She steals the show um, at different points in the movie. It was very well done, so I think you'll have a good time watching it.
Okay, I literally added it to my to be watched like
Hmm.
note in my phone.
Yeah.
So it's on my list. That being said, we're about to be late for our follow-up stream for our after party. So
Oh
I'm
yes.
going to remind everyone, follow us over on Blacklisted. Okay, we are having a whole nother stream. The party is
Yeah.
not over yet. Okay.
Yes.
Also, DW and Blacklisted's channel, the Blacklisted writers, it's all linked down below in the description. So you don't need to click around. Okay, it's right there. And just follow
Yep.
us right over. Okay. DW, do you have anything else you want to add before we wrap up? Or are you
No. Oh
ready
my
to
gosh. I'm gonna
get the
plug
party?
your channel like everyone should. If you're not subscribed, I mean, you're obviously watching on Evelyn's channel, but you should. The streams are killer every other,
Oh,
what, almost every other day because you've been streaming a lot, girl.
yeah, listen, I'm live more often than I'm not at this point almost, but thank you, DW. You're so sweet. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I always love getting to connect with people in real time like this, other writers. And it's just been so cool because we've chatted like, you know, in chat, but not like
Yes.
face to face too much. We actually did meet on Cody's stream. Shout out to
Yeah.
Cody too. But yes, but this has been really cool. So that being said, I'm going to hit everyone with my traditional sign off. And then DW, I'm going to see you in 2 seconds on
Okay.
I'll just like get us all out of everything and then I'll meet you
Yeah.
on yours in 2 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
All
That
right.
works.
Bye guys. Be brave, be a
Bye,
light.
y'all.
Remember that you're so, so loved. We'll see you around AuthorTube. Bye guys.